Hello again. Another. There's so many Mad TV on Fox Channel. This comedy series that I really like. One episode is about this awkward carpenter, slightly obese white guy. Okay, he's a great comedian. Okay, great actor. With this drill, he would pierce his mouth like ah. It was so funny. You cut off. I mean, it's all acting, but if you cut off his finger by mistake, it's so funny. Another episode is white guy and white girl, the newlywed. But this girl is kind of a little bit slightly obese, and this guy is scrawny. But he want to carry this bride over the threshold of this hotel room. He's struggling to lift up this girl. She's kind of scrawny. She's slightly obese. The bride was like beautiful blonde girl, fantastic comedian actor. The white guy, scrawny guy, very fantastic, talented, gifted comedy actor. I don't remember their names, but Mad TV. Okay, so newlywed, acting. Okay, fiction. So he managed to carry her over the threshold, and he fell, and he injured his penis in this honeymoon. Okay, so she was like, "Oh man, oh man, you injured your penis in this honeymoon, so we cannot have sex." Oh well, it's so funny. Another episode, okay. Okay, it's Christian newlywed. The same actors, this white guy and white blonde white girl. Christian newlywed. They're in honeymoon, right? The very first night, but they didn't have sex before they got married. Okay, Christians, right? They saved it for this honeymoon, Christian wedding. It's so hilarious because this guy is like, he touches this girl and he feels the orgasm, male orgasm. Insanely funny. It's such a great actor, great writing, great acting. So there's this girl, right? He just touches her with his hand. Like he's like, oh, ooh, I'm coming, yeah. I by touching you, I'm have this orgasm. I came, man. Good night. And he was like, this is how it's going to be every night. We are married, and this girl, naive Christian girl, she doesn't know anything about sex. She's a virgin. The implication of that is she'll always be a virgin because he always come without ever inserting his penis into her vagina. By just touching her, she come. He comes. He ejaculate by just touching her. Pretty much your orgasm, male orgasm. So, and he's like, "Oh, I know all about sex. This is how sex is. This is how it's going to be." And she's like, "Really? Oh, okay." So funny. the fat-free milk, but I put a lot of spice in there, so no cheese, but it's delicious, healthy. Instead of dipping this in cheese, I use it, drink it with fat-free, spiced up milk. Healthy alternative to cheese, okay? Don't get me wrong, I love cheese, but I have to watch what I eat. Or I have to eat what I watch, whatever. Cheap joke. We get back to it later. I was hungry, so I'm eating. Mm. They're good, very good. Yeah, 6 grams of fat, that's fine. Less than 10 grams. Per serving. Mm, that's so good. I keep eating these corn chips until I finish that milk. Okay, so. Probably this is all we're gonna talk about in the meta Boolean algebra. Okay, so probably we're not gonna talk about this anymore. All right, so we'll get back to mathematical induction. All right, so we have built enough foundation, fundamentals. Okay, we spent enough time with that, so it's time to move on, move beyond. Okay. Hmm. This milk was delicious. Fat-free milk with all these vegetarian spices like dill, guacamole, chives, basil. These herbal spices, dry, fantastic. Oh, they're good. If you open up restaurant, yeah, sell this, okay? Giving you some ideas for free, alright? Well, if you're at home, yeah, make this, okay? Just, you know, spices in the fat-free milk. They're fantastic. Alright, I'm done eating, okay? So, okay. I'll be back, okay? Oh, that was good milk. Good milk. Yum, yum, yum. Mm. Take 5, okay? 5 minutes break. Good breakfast. That was. Okay. Uh, Probably after this recording, maybe I sing and dance because I love doing that shit during the weekend in my house. Okay. It's very rare that I actually go to karaoke bar or dance club. That's rare. That's like once a quarter, kind of, if that, because I rather just drink at home, dance at home, sing at home, because then I can drink all I want because I'm not driving, you know. So, all right, let's get back to mathematical induction, shall we? Um, we are formalizing it. Okay, so mathematical induction is like, well, let's go by example. Okay, so prove sigma k from 1 to n, k is equal to 1 plus n, n plus 1 over 2. Okay, it's a formula, handy dandy formula. We gotta make some room. Prove that. Okay. Okay, you have left hand side, right hand side, and your question mark up there. Okay, so by induction, um, okay, proof. First step, step 1. Well, step 0. We're gonna make some names. We're gonna call names. Okay, designate some symbols. I want beer. Okay, because vodka is way too strong. Okay, for Sunday. I want some beer. I have plenty of natty eyes, so. Alright. I love natty eyes. By the way, I love this Nat King Cole, right? Yeah, jazz African American male singer. His daughter is so Nat King Cole and Natalie Cole. Yeah, she is fantastic jazz singer. She's also very beautiful lady, African American lady. She's fantastic. I, I love you for sentimental reasons, and I hope you to believe me. I give you my heart. I love you. It's fantastic. Also, there's this half Caucasian, half Hispanic girl who sang that same song. Also, Nat King Cole, he sang that song too. So it's very one of those songs that get remade again and again, okay, by different singers. Uh, I finally remember this half Hispanic, half white girl who is very fantastic singer. Her name is Linda Ronstadt. Linda Ronstadt. I guess kind of half German, white, half Hispanic. She has fantastic singing voice. Okay, her rendition is amazing too. Okay, so, yeah, just wanted to share it with you. All right, step 0. Right, so let's use blue. How about that? How's this blue doing? It's too light. How about this blue? Oh, thick blue. I like that. I like it thick when it comes to this pen. Alright, so on the left hand side, okay, we call it an. It's a function of n, a single variable. K, it disappears. It's like 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus blah 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 plus n minus 1 plus n, right? So K disappears. It's a local variable, sigma variable, it dissolves. Right hand side, B of n, okay, so is equal to, it's function of n, okay, single variable function, okay. Now, step 1. And assume n is equal to 1, okay? Then an, a1, I mean, left hand side is a1 is 1. Right hand side, b1 is 1 times 2 divided by 2, 1, which is same as left hand side. Good. Second step. This is when it gets tricky, and that's why we had to do this, build up this foundation, like meta-Boolean algebra. We had to, okay? We did it for this very purpose, okay? The formalization, we had to formalize it, okay? So we have Boolean meta function. Boolean meta function A, B, N equality, okay? It's defined as AN is equal to BN. Yeah, it's a Boolean meta function of second kind. You have two functions as inputs, one number, one variable, and one operator. Operator happen to be equality, okay? We dealt with this kind of function before, okay? So it's yeah, Boolean meta function, all right? So what we need to prove is this. We need to prove if f a comma b comma n comma equal is 1, that entails f a comma b comma n plus 1 equal is also 1. Okay, so that's what we need to prove. Of course, you can get rid of equal to 1, equal to 1. We can get rid of that because in fourth order logic, that's implied. Okay, like px is equal to 1. Yeah, you can make shorthand. It means that px is true. Like, I love apple. Okay. Is that proposition true? Yeah, I love apple. Okay. I don't have to say, it is true that I love apple. I can say that, but I can also say, as a shortcut, I love apples. I can say 2 ways, long way. It is true that I love apples. But people don't say that, right? It's kind of weird though. You can just say I love apples, right? Yeah. So px, some fourth order logic proposition px is equal to true, yeah, that's implied. Okay, so this equal to 1, that's, you can omit that, right? So we're gonna omit it. Okay, so, and this, you can also say this, or you can just say this. Okay, so we need to find, what we need to find is an is equal to bn. This is equivalent to an plus 1 equal to bn plus 1. Yeah, we are treating this equation, two equations, as if they are numbers, like a is equal to b. That's meta-Boolean algebra. Okay, because equality operator here is a Boolean operator, relational operator. It's a Boolean function. This equality can be true or false. Okay, all we need to prove is the equivalence between these two Boolean expressions. Okay, that's why we have done what we have done to build up this foundation. Okay, we are formalizing mathematical induction. Okay, we'll need another whiteboard. Okay, so let's take the one over the back there. Okay, is it time to take a break yet? I don't know. We'll just continue. It's not gonna take very long. Okay, so it will be short and sweet. I promise. I like this whiteboard. It's kind of heavy, stable, relatively new. So we'll just erase it. Okay, so without thinking about it, we'll just erase. Okay, we got a long way to go. We'll take it slow though. We have plenty of time. I do. I got nothing else going on, so. Alright. So, we assume that an is, so we are still on the second step. Okay, assume an is equal to bn. Then sigma an, well, let's change the line. Then an is equal to what? Sigma k from 1 to n k is equal to n plus 1 over 2. That's bn, right? This whole thing, yeah, you can do this equivalent sign, right? Instead of this parenthesis, then equal to. Maybe this is more convenient. Okay, so this is this whole equation is equivalent to by additive preservation theorem. We can add the same number on both sides, right? Yeah, just add n plus 1, right? N plus 1 on the left hand side, n plus 1 on the right hand side. Okay, then it becomes n plus 1, well, it becomes 2n plus 2, factor it out, Okay. So this whole thing, okay, this whole thing is what large F. Forget about all the other stuff of n, okay, and this whole thing is uh, equivalent to Boolean meta function, okay, f of n plus one. So what we proved is fn, this equation, is equivalent to f of n plus one. Okay, that's all we need. So meaning fn, the Boolean meta function is one, is true. This equation is true. That means f of n plus one, that is also true. Okay, because they are equivalent. Okay, so yeah, that's formalization of mathematical induction. All right. It may seem very unnecessary, but as you will see when we try to prove that Euclidean square, this horizontal periodicity theorem, it's important. It's necessary we use this formalization. Okay, because for easy proof like this, yeah, it's overkill to formalize like using meta Boolean algebra, right? But when we try to prove something more complex, like horizontal periodicity theorem in Euclidean square, we need this because we are dealing with very higher mathematics, very complex. Okay, so we have to organize it, make it neater and streamline, mathematically rigorous. Okay, when you deal with very complex things like horizontal periodicity theorem in Euclidean square. Okay, yeah. Otherwise, things get out of hand, and I proved it. Okay, I will share it with you after a break. All right, so yeah, so we got it. Okay, so um, okay, yeah. So if this formula equation is true for n, by assuming that somehow we derive by adding the same number on both sides, uh, which is equivalent to f of n plus 1, okay? And because they are equivalent, if this guy is true, then the other guy is true, because they are equivalent, okay? Fn is equivalent to fn plus 1, okay? That's the only thing we need to prove, okay? Yeah, traditionally, mathematical induction, yeah, assume this guy is true, then n plus 1 guy is also true. We don't quite need that. We need to prove fn is equivalent to, algebraically equivalent to f of n plus 1. Then this guy is implied. Okay? I wanted to point this out to you because that's what we're going to use when we prove horizontal periodicity theorem in Euclidean square, which we are going to do next after break. Okay, so we did this for a reason. Okay, I had to. Okay, yeah. So we get back on track with the Euclidean square. Okay, so let's take a break. Okay, it's Sunday. Let's take it easy. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. All right. Okay. Take 5. Okay. We are back. Jesus said, I mean, pastors, they don't typically talk about this particular lesson of by Jesus. Um, Jesus said, when you pray, yeah, wash your face, put oil on your hair when you pray, okay? And don't pray in front of other people, pray behind the closed doors. Something like that, right? So, yeah, smile. You don't like scowl, like, oh, I'm in pain. No, don't do that. Look nice. Brighten your face because it brightens your mind too. Okay. Yeah, sunshine. It's good for your spirit, right? Yeah, be happy. Don't you want to be happy? Don't you want to be pretty, beautiful? I do. Yeah, be pretty. Okay. Let me grab my firewood drink. Firewood flowers. Uh, was it yesterday? I picked these firewood flowers. Where are they? They're hiding, huh? Yeah, right here. Oh, I'm shy. Don't drink me. Hey, baby. I love you. I'm sorry. Yeah. It's Sunday. You have to understand, okay? By myself. You have to understand, okay? So Sunday morning, it's not like I went to a bar last night and woke up with a girl in my bed. No. This morning, I didn't even masturbate, okay? Because I wanted to do mathematics instead. Okay, so yesterday morning I did, but I don't have to tell you all about my masturbation practice, masturbatory practice. I don't have to tell you that, and you don't want to hear that either, right? Just kidding. Okay. Just laugh. Don't you want to be happy, or do you want to be angry all the time? I don't. Don't you want to be happy? Then be happy. Yeah, laugh it off, smile. Why serious all the time, huh? All right. So, uh, so mathematical induction, okay. Math induction, okay. Uh, we're gonna do a little bit more about mathematical induction, okay? Because we're gonna do mathematical induction for two variables. It will be two-dimensional mathematical induction, okay? So mathematical induction, you prove this. F is a meta-Boolean function, and F1 is 1. True. Second, F of n is equal to F of n plus 1. We don't care whether they're true or not, okay? So that's mathematical induction. Okay, we just need to prove equivalence. Then when f is 1, fn is 1, true. Fn plus 1 is also 1, true. Okay, but we don't need to prove they are true or not. We just need to prove the equivalence of fn and fn plus 1. Okay, that's all we need. All right, because otherwise it's after that everything is implied. Okay, so okay. So two-dimensional mathematical induction is this. Okay. F first step. Let's say n is start from A and m start from B. Okay. The first step is f a comma b is true. Second, f n comma m is equivalent to f of n plus 1 comma n plus 1. Okay, that's two-dimensional mathematical induction. And that's what we need to do in our proof of horizontal periodicity theorem in Euclidean square. Okay, so I told you it gets very complex very quickly. Okay, but this we don't need to prove it because it's too obvious. All right, we're just expanding generalizing mathematical induction into two variable environment, two-dimensional space. Okay, that's all it is. All right, so go ahead and prove it, but we are not going to. Okay, because we did enough fundamentals. All right, so we don't want to spend too much time doing fundamental stuff. Okay, we did enough of that. We gave some love. Okay, so now I need to look for this, hunt for this horizontal periodicity theorem somewhere. Oh boy. I hope I didn't erase that shit yet. Maybe I wrote it down somewhere in my notebook. I think so. I think I probably did all this mathematics in this brand new thick big notebook at the back. I think that's what I did. Yeah, it's right here. It took me a long while, really. Oof. Okay. Flipping through pages. Oh. We have discovered so many things. Okay, so there it is. Euclidean conversion formula. We may as well just start from scratch because I'm not finding any notes. Alright, so Euclidean square horizontal periodicity theorem. Alright, we're gonna have to just start from scratch. Okay, shouldn't be too bad. Alright, so we have that, right? Let me write it down. Okay, 2D math induction, two-dimensional math induction. Oh boy. F and comma M, by the way, is what? Some function g of n is equal to some function h of m. Okay, so by the way, okay, so by definition, all right, so okay. Yeah, f is meta Boolean function. Okay, so yeah, technically, yeah, f g h n m, when g is a function, h is a function. Okay, and no, n comma m, because they are function of two variables. Okay, so n comma m. All right, g is function of two variables. Okay, like x and y, Okay, so we're plugging in n m m for that. Okay, so let's use this tensor notation instead. Okay, so to make it more economic, efficient. Okay, n m, Okay, all right, write this down. All right. Yeah, it looks very abstract, but we'll make concrete examples. So don't worry if you don't follow this. Okay. It's just blueprint, framework, skeleton, backbone, foundation, fundamentals. Okay, so if you're not following this, don't worry. We'll make examples. All right. So in our Euclidean square, it goes like this. Okay. Euclidean square, if you remember, we have 1, 1, 1, 2, then you have 1, 1, 3, and then you have 1, 1, 1, you have 2, 2, 2. Okay, this is Euclidean square. Okay, and on the third row, you have 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2. Okay, So this guy, so 3s3 row column, okay, is equal to 3s5 32 32 32 goes on and on like this. This horizontal periodicity in Euclidean square, okay, so is equal to dot 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 is equal to 3s um, row and column, right? So okay. I'm pretty darn sure I wrote down this horizontal periodicity theorem because it's kind of funky. You use row algebra. I was very happy about finding that, but um, maybe I forgot to write it down. Yeah, what a shame. I'm sure I took a picture of that, but okay, I found it. Okay, so let me mark this horizontal periodicity theorem. Okay, so okay. So I give you some background, right? Concrete example, and our hypothetical formula from what I wrote down here, like a week ago, like a couple of days ago, is this. Okay, so I'm gonna erase everything. Okay, so now we reviewed what S means, this Euclidean square. Okay, so we just reviewed it. So hypothesis is this. Okay, proof left hand side is equal to 3SC, and we have question mark. Right hand side is 3s three plus 2k plus c rho 2 plus 1 rho 2 when c is 3 and above and k is 0 and above. Okay, so yeah, it's a two-dimensional metrical induction, right? We'll take a break, okay? Why don't you take a shot at it? Okay, we'll take a break and we'll get back to this. All right. Yes. We'll be right back. Okay, so let's take a brief break from mathematical mumbo jumbo. Okay, so let's talk about Buddhism. I know some Buddhism just because I lived in Seoul, South Korea for nearly 2 decades, shy of 20 years. Because I left it there like when I was 18, 19. Okay, so yeah, I know things or two about Buddhism. Okay, some of the really cool stuff in Buddhism, wisdom, this universal wisdom. Okay, so there's this parable in Buddhism. Okay, Buddhist tradition in Far East Asia. We are talking about China, Korea, Japan. Okay, uh, it goes like this. Okay, in Buddhism they make this Buddha sculpture. I don't see it as idolatry. It's art, religion, religious expression, just like cross hanging on the wall. Yeah, they have this Buddha sculpture, and typically they are sculpted from this huge boulder or big piece of fallen tree. So let's say it's a boulder, big boulder, gigantic rock, monolithic. Okay, they say Buddha is inside of this rock boulder. All you gotta do is take out the part that is not Buddha. Then you will discover this Buddha sculpture. Isn't it beautiful way of saying it? Yeah, it's kind of like Christianity. Jesus said, "Heaven is in your mind." All right. In secular world, secular wisdom, um, yeah, it's how you make it. Okay. No matter what situation you are in, yeah, but you can make it good or you can make it bad. It's up to you. It's how you make it. Heaven is in your mind. Buddha is in this boulder. You just need to cut out the part that is not Buddha. Okay. So Christianity, Buddhism, secular wisdom, we are combining all three. Only in humanology because we are geniuses. X File episode, I think it was Agent Reyes or Agent Scully. Yeah, geniuses. There are some people who can make connections between two seemingly disparate things, like art of analogy, pattern recognition, kind of. Okay, in literature, whatever country literature, poets, novelists, they do this many times. Yeah, analogy. Yeah, well, Robert Frost, you know, taking this brand new path, it made all the difference. Yeah, he was going, I guess, hiking. Maybe he's a hiker. So I took different path, and it made all the difference. I made brand new hiking trail by trampling on these plants, I guess. Okay. Before we jump into that, we need some tools. If you're a sculptor, you need what? Hammer and what? What's this called? I don't know. What? Screwdriver? I don't know what they call it. Okay. I don't know all those terminology, okay, but you need tools, right? So, many times we felt like we are not quite proving this because we don't know enough theorems. We don't have enough tools, many tools. But so when I proved this on my own, I had to discover new theorems. Okay, because from going to A to B to the next step, only if these are equal. Okay, so I came up with some theorems to prove that. So I will share that with you. First thing is called OC theorem or zero C theorem. Orange County in California, sure. OC theorem. Okay, it's zero and C. Okay, it goes like this: zero EC is what? By using the reduction theorem, right? Zero rho C plus 1 is equal to 0 divided by c. What's the remainder? 0. c is 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. So 0 EC is always 1, equal to 1. Okay? Now you have another theorem, R0 theorem. Okay, you have what? RE0. We know this before. Okay. Uh, by definition, what? RGO, and by definition is R. So how many Euclidean steps? How many equal signs are there? None. 0. So RE0 is always 0. Okay, so and finally we have what's called bigger number theorem. Okay, so let's say, so you got this, right? Yeah. For you, I'll leave it here for a while. Bigger number theorem. Bigger number theorem. Or you can say larger number theorem, whatever. But I'm a huge fan of Subway sandwiches, so like Italian BLT or BLT. I don't know what that means. Kind of sounds like that. So BNT. Okay, so alright. Assume A is between 0 inclusive and less than B exclusive. Then AEB, and this is what by reduction theorem. B E A row B, because A and plus 1, right? And because A is less than B and more, and also 0 and above, this is B E A plus 1. You switch A and B, okay, when B is bigger, because typically the left hand side is bigger than right hand side. But if it happened to be the other way, A is small, B is big, then you can flip it and add 1. Okay, we just proved it. All right, so we can use it. Because I had to do this. Okay, so doing this proof. If we don't have enough tools yet, no problem. We'll invent one. We'll prove it. And give it a name, make it a theorem, and then we'll move on. Okay, so yeah, we don't have to know everything, to solve the problem, because we'll learn as we solve this problem. We'll discover brand new theorems. We prove it, give it a name. No problem. Okay, so we don't have to know everything beforehand. Okay, we'll learn as we go along to solve this problem, to prove it. Okay. Having fun yet? I am. To me, this is downhill because I already climbed the uphill mountain. I proved this on my own in this notebook. So now I'm sharing with you, teaching you what I discovered, what I learned. When I was learning it, when I was discovering it, proving this thing, it was very steep uphill. It took a while. How long? Less than 1 hour. But it was painful, and it's period of uncertainty. Is it possible I ever get to prove this? Will I ever get to prove this thing? Uncertain, unknown. But because I'm a religious person, I have faith. I believed that God will give this to me if I work hard enough. And He did. Okay, so I'm sharing with you. Power of religion, alright. So a lot of mathematicians, they are atheists, okay? Well, I call them retards. Okay. Geeks and nerds. Ingrates, ungrateful bastards. Was it a name of a movie? By what? That guy? Kill Bill guy? Quentin Tarantino? I don't know, I don't give a fuck, okay? So, can't catch phrase, ungrateful bastards. Can't catch a phrase. I give him that. Not sure if he came up with it or some writer. I don't know. Whatever. Alright. Let's go ahead and take a shot at it. I proved this already, so Okay, so first we are doing induction. Okay, proof. First, initial case when C is 3, well, we'll do zeros, right? We're going to define things. Left hand side is 3SC. We call it a function of two variables, C and K. Okay. Right hand side 3S 3 plus 2K. Yeah, I mean K does not appear here, but we just put it there. Okay, so because it doesn't matter. Okay, so we call it B function B of C and K. Yeah, just function of two variables. Okay, so and large F. Okay. Yeah, you have what A x y, B x y, and then you have variable C and K, and then you have equality sign. Okay, so that's what defined as A ck is equal to B ck. All right, it's a Boolean meta function. All right, it takes input two functions, two variables, and one relational operator. Okay, you just plug it in. A of C and K is equal to B of C and K. We know how to do this by now because we had built enough foundation, meta Boolean algebra. Okay, that's why we did that. Okay, so now we have the tool, screwdriver, right? You may say, "Oh, screw you! Oh, screw you, man!" Sure, whatever. All right, first step. Ignore all this crap, okay? We just do this two guys, okay? F of what? 3, comma 0 is what? AK. A 3 0, B 3 0. We don't know whether this is correct or not. That's why it comes in handy to define this as a Boolean function, because it is okay that they are not equal. Then output of this Boolean function is 0. Okay? We don't have to put like question mark. No, not anymore. Once we define it as this equation as a Boolean function, Boolean meta function, because yeah, it can be incorrect. Then output is of this Boolean function is just 0. If it's true, oh well, kudos to you. More power to you. Okay, the output of this Boolean function is 1. It's false or true. You can go either way. All right, so is what? C is 3, right? So three S3 is it equal to B of 3 0? Okay, C is 3 and K is 0. Okay, so S 3 plus 0 3 row 2 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. And 2 row 2 is 0. So this whole thing is 1, true. Okay? They are indeed equal. 3 as 3, 3 as 3, they are equal, right? Yeah. Now, second step. I'm not sure if we have enough space. It'd be really cool if we can fit it in on the one page because it's kind of supposed to be very difficult proof. But we have a lot of tools, so maybe it's possible that we make it here without using second whiteboard. Okay, it'd be real cool. Well, let's see. Again, I told you we have to reverse engineer, right? FCK, yeah. Look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean this to happen. It looks like what? Fuck. I didn't mean this to happen. It's coincidence. I really did not mean to look like FUCK. Okay, that was not my intention. Okay, but I mean it's function. Yeah, it's F, right? K, common sigma variable, whatever integer variable. C, column. I just noticed it kind of looked like FUCK, but it was not my intention. Okay, just some coincidence. No pun intended. Oh fuck this! Oh fuck all this! But no pun intended. I just noticed. Okay, we have to reverse engineer, right? So let's just look what FC plus 1, K plus 1 look like. Okay? We don't care whether this equation is correct or not because we are defining it as Boolean function. It is okay that equality is not true. Then the output of this Boolean function is 0. No problem, right? No need for question mark, bullshit like that. Okay, so 3SC plus 1 is equal to. We are not assuming what we are trying to prove. No, we are just defining a function. We define the function right here. And we're going to prove the equivalence of this fuck guy and this whatever. This fuck and this whatever. Ah! Sometimes I kill myself. Yeah, Joker in Batman #1 by Jack Nicholson and Kim Basinger and Michael Keaton. Now I remember his name. Who was the director of that movie? Tim Burton. Okay, yeah, Michael Keaton and Tim Burton. They kind of rhyme. Burton and Keaton, sure. Good movie. I have DVD of that shit. So. Alright. Now what? Hi. well, we're gonna have to convert this all the s's into e's, right? So we will need another whiteboard, but uh, let's find another whiteboard. Okay, yeah, right there, the guy over there. I'll put this back down and bring the other guy up. All right. Some Sunday, right? But we are enjoying this. It's not like we are under any pressure. That's what's great about hobbies. It's about freedom. Hobby. You don't have to do it, but you can if you want to, whenever you want to. Hobby. Freedom. We are not under any pressure, obligation. No. It's optional. You do it when you want to, okay? Hobby. Pastime. Okay? So. Okay. Can you see this right? Yeah. Better. Oh. Let me look at my note because my proof is right here. So this fuck equation, I'm sorry. I just couldn't help. Fuck equation. Ah! If you have a child, don't you make fun of your child sometimes? Can tease your child? We're doing the same thing, okay? So fuck equation, okay? So you know, because I mean Solomon said, yeah, when you study, yeah, treat knowledge as if it's a girl. I guess that's kind of no, no. We don't want to be disrespectful, right? We are very respectful, and we love women. We respect women. Okay, so well, but whatever. We don't say we fuck a girl. We say we make love to a girl. We are very romantic and nice and respectful. So the second step in the mathematical two-dimensional mathematical induction. Okay, so we use some other colors. Good, very good green right here. Ah. We are not going to do this parenthesis, all right? No. Oh well, we have to. You have equal sign here, equal sign here. Okay, yeah, we'll just do this. Okay, okay, equivalent to 3SC. We have conversion formula. You add them and then you subtract them, right? You add them and subtract one. So 2 plus C E C is equal to, okay, add and then subtract 1. Is that what I did? Yes. 5 plus 2k plus this long ugly thing, for don't worry, okay, because we have subtraction theorem. So they will all disappear like gone with the wind, baby. Right? Sorry, E. And by periodicity theorem or subtraction theorem, we just subtract, okay? So, is that what I did? Yeah, yeah. Well, yes. So, subtract, okay? So, if this whole thing cancels out, right? 2k and on, ugly stuff. Yeah, it becomes 2e. But on the right foot, it persists, okay? It survives this genocide, this annihilation. Uh? Yeah, because mathematics is so boring, so that's why we are adding some historical spices. Mass model these numbers by using some theorems. Annihilation theorem. Oh, mass model theorem. Oh, we don't want to call it that. We don't want to commit any crime. We don't want to even think about it, okay? But we're just canceling out numbers, okay? No problem. And don't you kill mosquitoes? That's not murder. Numbers, they're not people. So it's okay to kill it. Okay? We are not committing any murders, okay? So we're just killing some numbers. Mosquitoes. Eh? Now what? Oh, we use bigger number theorem. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Remember, C is 3 and above, K is 0 and above. Okay, so we can use bigger number theorem right here because you have row algebra here. Another thing, okay, x row y is at least 0. It's 0 and more. Why? Because it's remainder. By definition, okay, x row y is always non-negative integer. Okay, regardless what x and y's are. Okay, we'll be dealing with remainder. Okay, so this whole thing is 0 or more, and 2k is 0 or more, and 3 is bigger than 2. So by this Italian BLT whatever bigger number theorem, okay, this guy is, we can flip it, right? 3 plus 2k, C row 2, whatever they may be, row 2, E 2 plus 1. We proved that bigger number theorem. That's why I showed you. 'Cause we needed this tool. I needed it. So as I tried to struggle to prove this for maybe 1 hour, maybe 2 hours, or maybe 3 hours. I don't think it was 3 hours. Probably 1 or 2 hours, something like that. Most likely less than 1 hour. Okay, but I don't know. Maybe 2 hours. I don't know. Okay, so about 3 days ago. So okay, we have that. And by the periodicity theorem, you can add or subtract or multiply and then add, multiply the divisor and the right foot and then add or subtract. That's the vertical periodicity theorem that we just call periodicity theorem. Okay, so add them. Okay, then is 5 plus 2k plus c rho 2 plus 1 rho 2 plus 1, right? Okay. We may need another whiteboard, okay? So this whole thing boils down to this fuck equation, fuck function, fc, okay, is 3sc is equal to, is a Boolean function, okay? 5 plus 2k I'm sorry, skip this, plus 2 c rho 2 plus 1 rho 2 e2 plus 1, okay? Yeah, we're gonna use this square bracket, okay? And that was our assumption level, right? We assume this guy is true. For C is 3 and above, we assume this guy is true for C and above. Alright? Then it must be the case where we plug in C plus 1. It should also be true. Why? Because C plus 1 is also more, C plus 1 is 4 and above, which is a subset of 3 and above. C plus 1 is 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7. C, 3, 4, 5, 3 and above. C plus 1 is a subset of 3 and above, right? If and it's mathematical induction, so we assume this equation is true for C and K, right? We assume that. So I mean that proof seems too easy though. If we assume this guy is true for C is 3 and above and K is 0 and above, then it's kind of trivial, isn't it? I mean, if you plug in C plus 1 and K plus 1 and they are more than 3, C is more than 3, C plus 1 is more than 3, K plus 1 is more than 0, so then suddenly F of C and K is that leads to F of C plus 1 and K plus 1. That sounds too easy. No, that sounds like cheating to me. Okay, so yeah. This is equation is only true for C and K, not for C plus one, not for K plus one. Okay, because um, let's say like what? Let's say there is equation like yeah, this is assumption, right? We are trying to prove that this equation is true for all these numbers, so we cannot assume that. We cannot assume what we are trying to prove. Okay, so I guess in my proof here, yeah, I kind of cheated, so I didn't quite prove this yet. So what I thought I proved is there's some error there. So we cannot assume this equation is true for C plus 1. Okay, we cannot assume that. All right. I some discover some error in my previous proof, so that's fine. We'll tackle one by one, okay? Uh, we'll see this is equivalent to F. We'll tackle one by one, alright? F C comma K plus 1, okay? Just like partial differential equation, right? Partial differentiation. If you have function of two variables, you do partial differentiation. You differentiate one by one and treat the other variable as a constant. Okay? Because you can only differentiate one variable at a time, right? By one variable at a time. So K plus 1, okay? So 5 plus 2K. C, we leave the C alone, alright? We'll prove that shit later. and this is guy, we are going moving up. All right, this guy's equivalent to, and we try to meet in the middle. Okay, so add and subtract one. So 8, 7. All right, so 7 E. No, no, 7. Oh boy. We're running out of space. Man, what a mess. Yeah, I didn't prove this yet because I found some error in my previous proof. But hmm. Hmm. We got it. By B and T, because you have bigger number theorem, right? The right foot is bigger than left foot. Okay, so we flip it, right, and add one. This is same as FCK. The fuck function. Okay, so QED. Well, L is for when K, from K to K plus 1. Yeah, we found the equivalence. Ah, boy. we met in the middle. Okay. We're gonna take a break, okay? And I'm not gonna rewrite everything, okay? But I will share this with you. All right. We are halfway through. Okay. We proved it when k f c k, the fuck function, okay, and this equivalent to f c k plus one. The other half, we need to prove that this fuck function is same as equivalent to f c plus one and k. Okay, so halfway through. Better than nothing, right? So yeah, we'll be back. Okay, so yeah, I'm sorry about vulgarity. Okay, so Okay, let's take a break from mathematics, okay? Um, Sometimes, when I'm in bed, when I go about to sleep on my bed, I look up images, right? Like funny bear. They're all jokes about bears, okay? This digitally manipulated, photoshopped kind of. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of that. How's this eraser doing? Oh, yeah, it's working very well. This eraser is still good. It's just that when we last time used this eraser, that pen, this print was too dry because it's been a very long time since we wrote it, since I wrote it. So that was why it wasn't erasing it very well because it's just too dry. What I erased now, we wrote it like yesterday, so still fresh, wet, moist, whatever. So yeah, this bear, Americans are very humorous people. Okay, still great sense of humor. Memes, okay, Photoshop manipulated kind of like semi picture, semi cartoon kind of. They cracks me up, man. They're so funny. There's this huge grizzly with a man's footprint on his back, and he was like looking back like, "Oh, you stepped on me!" Out of yeah, funny bear. Yeah, look it up in Bing images or Google images. They're hilarious, hilarious. Funny bear picture or whatever. That's so funny. Oh, like dancing bear, dancing polar bear, and that cracks me up. This beautiful, funny. Probably they're mostly American. Okay, I don't know. Maybe they're from other countries, but Americans tend to have very good sense of humor. There's this photoshopped funny bear picture. There's this guy taking picture with the big salmon and this huge grizzly running toward him behind his back, but he doesn't know, so he's like smiling with this salmon picture. Okay, catch of the day, and but behind him there's this grizzly charging at him to take this salmon from him. So funny, dude. Oh my goodness, it's so funny. This bear doing yoga, yogi bear. No, I'm yoga bear. Oh, so funny. God bless America. That made me laugh. Okay, we are halfway through. I mean, did you get the other one? If not, well, why don't you take a screenshot? Yeah, screenshot. Okay, do you know how to do that? Yeah, take screenshot. Like what? Function. Then no, just print screen, right? You push that button on your keyboard, print screen, and open what Microsoft Paint or whatever, and Control V, paste. Then save it, enlarge it. Then you can analyze it. Okay, so it's Sunday to me. I gave you enough charity, volunteerism, pro bono. So I'm not gonna do any more than that than I did over there. Okay, so rewind, go back, take a screenshot, enlarge it. Okay, so then you'll see. Okay, so because I proved the other half, the one half. Okay, so yeah, you are asking me too much. Okay, so I'm not gonna babysit you. Okay, so by now you should understand that. Okay, otherwise catch up. Alright, so I don't have time for going it over again. Then you may say, your function sucks. Your proof is all fucked up. It's a fucked function, man. Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, I'm cooking my lunch too. Okay, so it's about time for lunch. The other half, that's something I didn't prove yet, okay? Because I found some error in this proof that I did on my own. So there will be our next task, and I don't know yet how to do it. We call it step 2 prime, okay? Because we have two steps, right? Because it's two-dimensional induction, mathematical induction, because we have two variables. All right. We have fuck function, okay? So God's joke, God's sense of humor. Because I didn't intend this to be looking like Fuck, but it's God. Okay, He is the one who's doing all this. I'm just discovering this. I mean, no pun intended. For real, I didn't intend this to sound like a fuck function. No, I didn't intend that. But it's God's sense of humor. He's so perverse. God, yeah, he's a pervert. Don't you think? Huh? I don't know. I never met him. I don't know him. I'm sorry, Christians, if I'm insulting your religion. My sincere apologies, okay? So, it's behind us now. Water under the bridge. Bridge under the water, whatever. So, what we need to prove is this guy. We need to find some equivalence. F C plus 1, comma, K. You know, that's why it's so important that we formalize this, okay? Because it's convenient for us to define this meta Boolean function because it's neat. You have C and you have C plus 1, okay? And we are dealing with two-dimensional induction, so of course we have to formalize it like this because it's more visual, it's neater, okay? So yeah. We don't care about the truth value of this because it's a function. It could be true or it could be false. We don't give a fuck. Okay. Have you seen this movie with just two white guys, one kind of obese and stocky, the other one lean, lanky, not skanky but lanky guy, just scrawny, tall, blonde, long blonde hair with this baseball cap backward and what? Silent Bob and whatever, right? Yeah, one of their movies, I kind of like a part of that. That this young child, like 3 year old, 5 year old boy, he said like fuck, fuck, fuck. And that was kind of cute, funny. Oops, I forgot one there. As of now, I don't know how to prove this yet, but we'll get there because we know this is true. Why? Because we made a lot of examples, and we also actually proved this in a Euclidean triangle, the diagonal periodicity theorem. We did prove this. Horizontal periodicity theorem and Euclidean square is equivalent to that. So we are just proving it in a different way. Okay. Just for fun. I got nothing better to do. Probably you do have better things to do, right? I don't. Because during the weekends, I don't exercise. I exercise Monday to Friday. Uh, Muscle exercise, like push up, sit up, calisthenics, pull ups, stretching, martial art. But during the weekends, the exercise I do is just dancing. Okay. During the weekdays, I run. Okay, and muscle exercise. But during the weekends, the exercise I do is just dancing. Okay. But yesterday I did some muscle push-ups. Okay, because I can felt like to. Okay, yeah. Martial art, yeah, Monday through Friday. Weekends sometimes. We already know what this guy is. We expanded that, but this guy, well, let's figure it out. Okay, so this guy is equal to so uh, we'll just do this. Okay, bidirectional. Okay, so we are not gonna even put parentheses. Okay, so because this guy is like parentheses. Okay, bidirection equation, bidirectional. If and only if equation, if and only if. Yeah, so that we save this parentheses. Okay, add and subtract, right? Add, subtract 1. 3 plus 3. E C plus 1 is equal to, yeah, periodic theorem. Before that, conversion theorem. Okay, so 2EC plus 1. And by bigger number theorem, because we know C is 3 or more and K is 0 or more. Okay, so we have 2. Here C plus 1, so 4 or more. So okay, by bigger number theorem, we switch the side and we add 1. Okay? It really comes in handy, bigger number theorem. Okay, so do we have some other theorems that we can take advantage of? Oh well. Well, we call it left hand side and right hand side. Okay, so left hand side is by conversion theorem. Okay, so oh boy. Sorry, this by the way is C plus 1 here. I don't know how to prove this. I didn't prove this yet. Okay. I thought I did, but it was a wrong proof. Okay, so Ah, well, we gotta expand the right hand side. We'll convert at least right hand side. We need to convert, right? Um, this guy. Add and subtract one. Okay, so 6, 5, right? So 5e, and we have no, we got more than that. Ugly duckling, right? 5 plus 2k. At least it's blue, beautiful blue, ocean blue, man. Oh, it's beautiful. Which is equal to, yeah, by periodic theorem, subtract. All right. Look at this spider. Oh, it's scaling on this wall. Yeah, I don't hate spiders, but they cannot be in my house. I mean, oh, it dropped to the floor. This spider is so smart. Well, I kill it later. Okay. Spiders, they're not too bad. Okay, they kill other bugs. So I'm not gonna go back there behind this furniture and try to kill it now. I get him some other day. Okay, so. Mm. We can use B and T here, bigger number theorem here, okay? So this is by bigger number theorem. Switch sides, right? 3 plus 2k plus C plus 1 row 2 plus 1 row 2 E 2 plus 1, okay? Yeah, bigger number theorem. B and T, okay? Italian BLT, Subway sandwich. I'm not sure what that means. Yeah, well, Black Forest ham and BLTL. Not sure what L means. T maybe tuna. I don't know. I love Subway sandwich. Okay, chicken breast. So huge fan of Subway sandwiches. I used to work for one in Encino, Los Angeles, California. Okay, Encino neighborhood. Yeah, I worked for Subway sandwiches. When I was doing acting, my boss was an old lady. I'm not sure she's Jewish or just Middle Eastern. I don't know. But yeah, she was Middle Eastern. I'm not sure if she was Jewish or Arab, but it seems she's from Middle East. Okay, but yeah, she's cool. Cool lady. But she was kind of jealous of me being acting, trying to be an actor. Young guy with this ambition. She's old. Yeah, Subway sandwich franchise owner, but she's old. Okay, she was jealous of me being young and beautiful and ambitious, trying to be an actor in Hollywood. She was burning with the jealousy, man. Yeah, so sometimes she was very mean to me. So, but I got computer programmer job later on. So bye. Also, I worked in McDonald's as a drive-through crew, and there was this black guy, African American guy, all American, African American guy. He and I, yeah, we were friends at first, but later on he became very mean. Okay, he treated me like a slave. Black guy, African American, all born and raised, former football star in high school. He played football in high school. He told me he was a star in high school, but he's now what McDonald's kind of manager, I guess, store manager, whatever. But he treated me like as if I was his slave. Yeah, he very mistreated me. I was just mopping the floor, drive through, flip the French fries, not burgers because that's higher up. I didn't get promoted. Okay, so just drive through crew, and I remember these two black girls. I don't know if they are lesbians or not. The customers drive through, two black girls, African American girls, and they were mean as hell. Because I told them, hey, you gotta pay me one more dollar, okay? Because the money that you gave me is less than $1 less than the price. And these two African American nigger fucking bitches, yeah, nigger fucking bitches, African American girls in Los Angeles, they got mad and they threw at me this $1. They $1 bill, right? They crumpled it and they threw at me. Yeah, nigger fucking bitches. Okay, so yeah, nigger fuckers. Okay, yeah, some black people, most of black people I've ever met in America, they're nice. Okay, but some black people are fucking niggers. Okay, they're fucking rude, mean. Not every black person is nice. Just to be fair. Okay. Yeah, I call them fucking niggers. All right. You may call me chink, gook. I don't care. Okay. Yeah, I know some white people. They're fucking crackers, honkies, white trashes. Some of the Indians I met, yeah, mostly Indians are nice, but there are some bad Indians. Good cops, bad cops. Most white people I met, they are mostly nice, but there are some white trashes. Most black people I've met in America, yeah, they are mostly nice, but there are some niggers, bad blacks. Most Asians I met in America, they are nice, but but some of Asians are fucking shit Asians. Jews, Arabs, Native Americans, they're all the same, okay? 90% of them, they're nice, but 10% of them, they are assholes and bitches. Okay, so just telling you the truth, okay? I'm looking for that spider who dropped out on me. Oh, let's take a break, okay? So we'll fill in the blanks, okay? We can't meet in the middle, okay? So let me take a break, okay? So before somebody call me out. Take 5, okay? So yeah, I'm not gonna even apologize this time because what I said is true. Good blacks, good whites, bad whites, good Asians, bad Asians, good Jews, bad Jews, good Arabs, bad Arabs, good Indians, bad Indians. People are people, okay? So I'm just telling you the truth. So no apology necessary. Huh? Take 5, okay? I'm such a troublemaker, ain't I? Yeah, I am. Yeah, like what this Stiglitz Dyke shit, gay gaga. Maybe I was born this way, okay? showing you some love if you haven't been a fan of that thing. Ugly thing. Dikey. Let's make fun of celebrities. Let's take a breath from this garbage. The garbage. The gibberish. Algebra. Okay, let's take a breath from this. So yeah. Jamie Foxx. Yeah, nigger fucker, right? Fucking nigger. Okay, Jamie Foxx. Because he's fucking all these beautiful young white girls. Ultra intellectualists. Okay. I love black people. Some of my best friends are blacks. Okay. I'm not racist. Look at me. How can I be a racist? I'm not white. And there are some this micro genocidal Jews like Jared Kushner, Steve Mnuchin, Steven Spielberg. Okay, who's as Jews? They're not white. They're ethnics. They're Middle Eastern, browns. They're fucking all these beautiful young white girls. That's not okay. Don't kill them though. Okay, don't commit any crime. Just know that what they're doing is wrong. Okay. For your information only. Okay, so and their white trash is like President Trump. Big, this blob, obese, fat cat. Yeah, that's President Trump, right? That's about it. Yeah, Jamie Foxx, Michael Jackson, what? Quincy Jones. Yeah, the nigger fuckers. Okay, they are greedy, lustful. They only go after the most beautiful young white girls. Okay, that's not okay. Okay, so Michael Jackson, well, he had this white woman, yeah, Elvis Presley's daughter or whatever, and another white woman who's not that attractive. It was what housemaid or something. She was kind of like obese, and but they agreed to have babies together. Whatever. Michael Jackson, yeah, he's whatever. Okay, it's Quincy Jones, Michael Jackson, yeah, ultra internationalist, yeah, whatever. Bruce Lee, yeah, ultra internationalist. Okay, so Asian as fucker. Okay, so whatever. Okay, yeah, but nobody's perfect, right? We all are sinners. So let's go on with this, shall we? Honestly, I don't know how to prove this. Okay, so but we'll try to meet in the middle. All right, so but we have this C+1 guy. Well, we're gonna at least convert this guy to E, right? So the best we could do is this, okay? This whole thing is this guy and this guy. Okay, and equalizing these two guys is our f c plus 1 comma k. Okay, so and the upstairs the best we can do is this guy is same as 2ec. Alright, that's the best we can do. And I don't know how to go from here. I honestly don't know. Well, actually, we can do more than that because C is 3 or more, so we can. This guy is same as what? CE2 plus 1 by uh, bigger number theorem, right? Because C is 3 or more, so. We're gonna need another whiteboard, okay? So we have about 25 minutes left, but we have to figure this out, right? So we may have to coin a brand new theorem. We have to discover a brand new theorem, and if we need to, we'll do it, all right? But we need a brand new whiteboard nonetheless. Okay, so this guy. We'll use this guy. Yeah. You know, when I was in the U.S. Army, let's take a break. Yeah, we have some African Americans in the U.S. Army, right? Many of them. So I asked them, "Hey, you guys use the N word, nigger, between yourselves. I'm not black, so why can't I use it, this N word?" And these African American friends of mine, they said, "You don't quite understand." Okay, so now I do. Okay, so because I over the years, over the decades, I have been in America for many decades, and yeah, it's like yeah, blacks between themselves they can use N words, but if you're not black, you're not allowed to use it. Yeah, I kind of understand that. Okay, I do. All right. but I still use it when I call when I talk about Jamie fucking Foxx, this nigger fucker, who's dating only the beautiful young white girls, or Tiger fucking Woods. Yeah, well, he's a half Hawaiian, half black. Yeah, this dark ass, this shit ass nigger fucker. He fuck all these beautiful young white girls and their children is like brown and I'm not saying they are ugly. What I'm saying is we have enough brown people. We don't need any more brown people. Okay, so but we don't have enough white people. Okay, they are endangered species. So leave the beautiful young white girl alone. Okay, let them marry white guys so that they have beautiful white kids. Okay, so that's anti-utilitarianism. Okay, so yeah, it sounds like white supremacism. That's fine. I think white supremacism. Yeah, well, I mean, it's wrong to say white race is supreme because they are not. But they're beautiful, aren't they? I mean, white people, they're beautiful. They have blonde hair, red hair, blue eyes, green eyes. No other race have that. And of course, in Middle East, you have some Middle Easterns with green eyes, but oh well, they don't have white skin today. White skin, white people, yeah, they're beautiful. Don't you think? Yeah, acknowledge. Why don't you appreciate other races? Black people are beautiful too. Browns, yeah, you're beautiful, okay? So let's appreciate other races, okay? Yeah, white people, they have pink skin, white skin, the porcelain skin. Oh, they're beautiful. Brunette, like black hair and porcelain white, pale white, sharp, sharp, stark contrast between their black hair and porcelain white skin. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, white people are very beautiful race. So let's protect and preserve what's beautiful. That's what I'm asking. Okay. Quincy Jones, Bruce Lee, Quincy Jones, Michael Jackson, Jamie Foxx, Jimi Hendrix. Yeah, well, they all go after beautiful young white girl. Right? That's not okay. Yeah, nigger fuckers. Okay. Or Jewish genociders. Jared Kushner, the boyfriend of Tiffany Trump, and Steve Mnuchin, Steven Spielberg. Yeah, Jewish genociders. They are genociding, killing white race. Okay, horrible, horrible. Where are we? Okay. So upstairs we have this. Okay, upstairs in summary we have CE2. This blue is too light. Let's use red. Sure. CE2 plus 1 is equal to 5 plus 2k plus 0 2 plus 1 rho 2 E2 plus 1. Okay, so that's what we have upstairs. Downstairs we have C plus 1 E2 plus 1 is equal to that's what we have. Okay, so our goal is to find equivalence between these two equations. Okay, so we're struggling. Okay, so I mean, next step would be using this what periodicity theorem. Yeah, you can subtract that, right? So yeah, 3 plus 2k. Just make it one step closer to this guy. Okay? So only difference between these two equations is like CE2, right? You have C and C plus 1. You have C and C plus 1. That's the only difference. Other than that, because we worked very hard to make it look similar, to kind of try to make it meet in the middle, we may need a new tool, a new theorem. Okay, so I mean that's how I discovered many theorems. Okay, there's some gap. We feel the need for some new tool. Okay, that's how we discover theorems. Okay, we, whatever. We is more politically acceptable, more popular way of saying I. Like Moses, God didn't like Moses being so arrogant and egotistical. Okay, so that's why God didn't let him enter the land of the promise. He died in the desert just like the rest of the past generation. Okay, it was Joshua and younger generation who went to the land of promise, Canaan. Okay, whatever. Let's try to expand this just for fun, okay? As an experiment. Okay, C could be even number or odd number, right? So we have two cases. C could be even number or odd number. Okay. If there are two cases, okay. If it's even number, then this guy becomes 2E0 plus 1 is 1. Or if C is an odd number, then it's 2E1. By the way, what is XE1? It's fourth column of Euclidean triangle, so that it's always 1, right? Because it's like what xg1 is equal to 1g x divided by 1, what's the remainder? 0. Yeah, this one was, so there's one equality, so xe1 is always 1. We call it this one theorem. Okay, one theorem, and we just proved it. Okay, so let me write this down. We have 13 minutes left. Well, we can continue, no worries. Okay, my voice is doing just fine. One theorem. Okay, one theorem. Of course, we have left zero theorem, right zero theorem, whatever. Okay, so then what is zero e zero? I guess it could be 0 or 1. I don't give a fuck. Okay. This guy is, so yeah, this guy could be 1 or 2. All right. So how about this guy? C C is even. Okay, it belongs to the number even integers. The C belongs to odd numbers. Okay, set odd integers. It belongs to CEO odd integers. Okay, so okay. If C is belongs to even number, then this becomes to E 2E. If C is an even number, it becomes odd number 1. Okay, right? 2. If C is an odd number, then it becomes so it kind of flip. It's the opposite, okay? But that's fine. Why? Because we are talking about equality. We are talking about equivalence. Okay? Looks like that's the way to go. Proof by case. Yeah, we are doing induction, right? But uh, when we try to prove something very complex, we have to use multiple proving techniques. Here we are doing proof by induction and also proof by case, proof by cases. Sometimes you have to combine multiple proving techniques in one proof. Okay. Okay. So that the left hand side here, and guess what? You actually have okay. We can eliminate this plus one. Okay, so because they're on the left hand side and right hand side, so we get rid of the plus ones. And downstairs you have the left hand side. We'll call it left square. Upstairs left circle. Okay. Downstairs right square. Upstairs left circle. Right circle. Okay, so one theorem, yeah, we got it. Okay, so xe1 is 1. We got it. Okay, so let's find right hand side and look up downstairs. Okay, so when C is an even number, okay, even number row plus one, this odd number, uh, row two is one, okay. Uh, this doesn't quite look right. Ah, yeah, I'm sorry. I omitted row two, okay, so my bad. Okay, when C belongs to even number, okay, so this right hand side becomes even number plus one odd number. So row two is one. One plus one, two. Two row two, zero. Okay? We will need another whiteboard, okay, because it's messy. Let's take a break, okay, and we just keep doing this, okay, so it's not easy. Uh, it's almost 3 hours, so we'll take a break, okay? I'll see you soon. Bye.